Welcome to Gist Cafe channel, your one-stop place for everything entertainment news. We serve you right on time, discussing and analyzing society news and gist. If you are a first-time subscriber, kindly click the notification button to get notified whenever we drop a new video. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for always dropping by. God bless you.
Sometimes one can't but just wonder about this life. Some people are not even gotten one husband, and someone has gotten the sixth husband. The gist today is about actress Bukky Wright, who just got married to her sixth husband. Bukky Wright, as she's fondly called, is a popular Nollywood actress. She acts the Yoruba and English film, but majorly she does the Yoruba more than she does the English. For the Yoruba speaking people, they probably will know her well as Bukky Wright, the popular actress who did Omotara Johnson. But for the English speaking people, they would know her in Super Story, Wale Adenuga's series. That was what brought her to limelight, yes. That made her popular. Bukky Wright is from Ogun State, Abeokuta, Ogun State in Nigeria. Aside from being an actress, she's also into business. There was a time she was doing Bukky Wright clothing line, then she had a restaurant. Bukky has acted in so many films, so many that I cannot even, I've lost count. She's a very versatile actress. Sometimes she overdoes anyway. She overruns her lines and goes overboard. Yes, she does that. She is a Muslim. Yes, she's a practicing Muslim. Even though her father is a Christian, her mother is a Muslim. So that's why her name is Bukola Sekinat Ajoke Wright. Bukky grew up in Lagos State before she actually said she studied economics at the University of Lagos. But as things will turn out, she ventured into acting after a while. She said she had a stint in banking, but it didn't work, so much later she went into acting. But there was a time too she ventured a little bit into politics. She joined the Segun Oshoba-led SDP in Ogun State and vied for the position of House of Assembly member representing her local government, but she lost to an opponent, one Mr. Shokpade. Yes, so and since then she has not even tried at all. Bukky has many parts. I mean, she does many things. Had several other small business, and seriously, she has had success in her career. One cannot take that from her. And there was a time her face was like almost in every movie. Yes, she was like everywhere. Everybody wanted her in their movie. You can't ignore Bukky's name when it comes to acting and acting properly. She's one of those actresses that are actually exposed and learned. Yes, so you can't take it. She does her job well in her acting. She does well. Her productions are properly done. Yes, she's a great producer. I can attest to that. But on the flip side, she has had several controversies too, especially when it comes to marriage. Bukky is not married. She's a single mother of two sons, Benga and Eniola, both who live in the US. Sometimes, some years ago, she herself relocated to the US, but her kids had been there before then, yes. They actually went to their university in the US. So she was the one who joined them, not the other way around. And she's been there since then, on and off for a while, then later relocated fully. But despite all these successes in her career, Bukky has always had series of issues when it comes to marriage. And the one that is making wave now is her getting married the 6th time. Oh God, Sheila. I mean, sometimes it could be surprising that someone could be good in their careers and their businesses, but marriage would just be something that they will be grappling with and it wouldn't work. Like she said, her first marriage was the one that produced the 2 sons. Was with a man called Mr. Boyega Amu and Bukky got married when she said she was about 21, 22. That was when they got married. And on her part, she said both of them acted childishly. They had their differences and they probably couldn't settle well in because of family members prognosing and all that. Maybe they didn't know themselves too well and the marriage broke up. Living now with the 2 sons, Eniola and Benga. Eniola is actually an Air Force officer of the United States, yes. And Benga is the popular one known as Bukky Wright, the singer. So it was after her first marriage that she said, even though her friend Shan George had been telling her about modeling and acting, but she had never agreed to do it. But after her first marriage broke down and both of them went their separate ways, she decided to give acting or modeling a try at the behest of Shan George. So I think when she went to see Shan sometime on Fidelis Duke's set, Fidelis was seeing her for the first time and they gave her a script to try. She did, and they actually liked it. They were wowed. And that was how her foray into acting started. She was already separated from her husband then. Shortly after that was when she pitched her tent with a fellow actor called Rotimi Makinde. Rotimi Makinde also was an NMPC staff who was doubling as an actor too. Rotimi had issues with his own wife and was legally divorced from the wife. So himself and Bukky dated a while and they got married or started living together. But on Bukky's part, from what we heard, she never severed her relationship with Mr. Boyega Amu. She didn't seek a proper dissolution. Neither did the man seek a proper dissolution from the marriage. But Rotimi on his part did that. He dissolved his marriage legally before moving in with Bukky. So I would think maybe they were not legally married, maybe they were just living lovers. They liked each other, they wanted to be together, and just decided to be living lovers, because it doesn't make any sense to me that you will move on with another man without dissolving your previous marriage. After a while too, I think they didn't really, that's why I actually believe they were not really married. The relationship didn't work, and they both moved on with their lives. Rotimi went on to become a House of Rep member representing his constituency in Osun State, and much later married a younger lady. Yes, married a younger lady. He didn't go back to his first wife, so most likely that marriage was done with completely, so he moved on with his life. And Bukky also moved on. Few years later, Bukky met a journalist called Femi Davis, and she married him again. This one marriage was done at the Akodo registry. Akodo is along Lekki Expressway, free trade zone. Yes, the free trade zone along Lekki. Yes, that's where Akodo is. That was where the marriage was contracted. So that was legal. Femi is a popular journalist. Femi Davis is a popular journalist in Lagos. And Bukky Wright was quite popular too. She had already become popular then. So they got married legally. She still went into this marriage with Femi Davis, not severing ties with Rotimi Makinde. Maybe, I don't know if Rotimi on his part sought dissolution. I know Rotimi is a learned person who went on to become a barrister, went on to study law. So maybe Rotimi on his part actually sought dissolution. So that might not be an issue. But Femi Davis became the third husband of Bukky Wright. Femi is a journalist, Bukky is an actress. Their marriage was not for a long time. They didn't even date for a long time. From what Femi said, they dated for less than 6 months. And a few years again, the marriage packed up. Femi said the reason for the marriage packing up was that both of them could not find a hold, a grasp on marriage, because he was busy, she was busy, so there was no home at all. But that was funny to me, because both of you knew what you were doing before. You knew each other's job. So what exactly were you thinking when a journalist was marrying an actress? What was your intention that made you go into it in the first instance? Even though Femi was a journalist, for a long time, he didn't grant any interview. Neither did Bukky grant any interview for a long time. The only thing was that it didn't just work. That's what both of them just said. And they went their separate ways again. The fourth marriage packed up again. That was when Bukky met another person called Bolaji Basia. No, Femi was the third husband. So the third marriage packed up. So after Femi, she met another person called Bolaji Basia. That's the popular name they call him, but his real name is Bolaji Said. Bolaji Said is a very close friend of King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal Kwam. Very, very close. If you listen to his songs, you will hear the name Bolaji Basia. And Bolaji's family stays in Canada. Good enough, his wife's name too. The wife in Canada, her name is also Bukky. And they have 3 sons together. Bolaji's wife is beautiful, very, very beautiful and calm woman. Yes, he's a Muslim, so he has the right to have more than one woman, as stated in Islam, if he so wishes. So when Bukky met Bolaji, it was like a whirlwind romance. She wanted him. People who were close to her, people who knew her, said all she wanted to do was get Canadian residency through Bolaji. And the time they were together also felt like, oh no, nothing else mattered, because that time Bolaji's family was in Canada and he was someone who used to go visit frequently and all that, but his time with Bukky, I'm not sure he did that frequently. And if the wife in Canada was not patient, it would have caused a strain in his relationship with her, because it felt as if Bukky Wright took over everything. He was a music promoter, and it just felt as if Bukky took over everything in his life. He sponsored some major movies for Bukky while they were dating. That is no big deal. It's his girlfriend, so he can do anything for her and all that. And from what I heard from scoops here, just to make it look genuine and legit, Bukky dragged him for a secret nikah here in Nigeria. It was conducted here in Nigeria. They had a nikah and life was going very good. But all of a sudden, this same Bolaji was head over heels, started wanting out. Maybe he was tired of the relationship. On his part, he accused her of being fetish, of lesbianism, and I think cheating, yes, on his part. Those were some of the things he accused her of. And that separation was not too good for that man's image, because it was all over media. It was really, really messy for him. It was really, really messy. I remember very well. But good for him, he has a good wife and a good family who he had to go back to in Canada, and they accepted him. I mean, since then, it's been good news with him and his family. They moved on. Bolaji Basia moved on. Bukky moved on. Some years down the line again, she met another US-based guy who is a widower with 4 kids. Adewale Onitiri, who is New Jersey resident. Well, on that one, when she met him, she made sure the wedding was secret. It was strictly by invitation. If you're not invited, you're not going to get in. That was how secret it was. And I'm very sure the people that filtered this to the press were our close friends. The marriage was conducted at the City of Trenton Registry in New Jersey and presided over by the resident judge with some witnesses. I mean, for someone of Bukky's caliber, it would have been pomp and pageantry and all that with congratulatory messages, flying right, center, and all that. But not so. Bukky made sure it was kept hush hush, very secret. But her friends were like, the reason she did that was so the man would not know that she has had several other men, or she was still having cases of bigamy when she married him. But of course, I would expect, even she did not seek dissolution of the marriage with Bolaji Basia. Bolaji going back to his wife should have sought dissolution of the marriage. Yes. Since the marriage was over and you were going back to your only known wife, you should have sought dissolution of it. But I think the marriage with Adewale Onitiri, the fifth husband, lasted just a couple of years as well. Then several accusations started of mistrust, infidelity. So, from the scoops, after the guy got tired of all those stories of the wife not being faithful, he left the US and came to Nigeria unannounced on a fateful day. And his house was in Aja, the house where he had in Nigeria is in Aja. When he got there, the wife, Bukky Wright, claimed she was home, was not home. And she was not at any location that could be confirmed. So I think in anger, the man told her to leave his house. And that was how she packed her things again from Adewale Onitiri's house to an undisclosed place. And the man too moved on because shortly after, his Facebook page, Bukky's pictures were removed and he moved on with his life. And now, it's been a while, it's been some years too after that, Bukky Wright has met another man and has gotten married secretly in the US for the 6th time. Isn't it wonderful? Definitely, it's also our close friends that brought this out. In all of this, we wish Miss Wright a blissful marriage. And we hope this one will be better than the others. All the best.